Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Had Anti-Chakra? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. And shout out to you, my guy, who suggested me this idea. And it's one of our subscribers. Many thanks to you. And yeah, don't worry, I have been working on many suggestions, and I am currently starting to write a new series that will be published on this month, hopefully. I just hope that it's completed by then. And other than that, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, because I'm almost near 9,000, I just really want to reach it. At the time of recording of this video, we're almost 50 or 51 subscribers away. So yeah, I hope we can get 9,000 subs by the end of the day. Yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoy this video. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins in Konoha no Sato, 13 years later, the QB attack, as Chunin exams were happening currently in the village, as it was hosting it. As we go towards the Forest of Death, towards Team 7, as they were currently in a major pinch and danger. They were facing off against one of the legendary Sanin, Orochimaru, the Snake Sanin, the traitor of Konoha. As the Snake Sanin launched a huge snake towards Naruto. Uzumaki, 13-year-old with blonde-headed kid with blue eyes and tan skin with 3 whisker marks on each cheek, wearing an orange jumpsuit. As his other teammates, who were none other than Satsuki Uchiha and Sakura Haruno, were gaping wide as they saw their teammate being dragged away. They were a shivering mess as Orochimaru has leaked his killer intent in the air. As we go towards Naruto, as he was able to break free thanks to the QB from the snake, but before he could do anything or land on the ground, he was suddenly pulled into a tree that looked like a normal tree there, but he was pulled inside of it. As after that, he hit the ground and fell unconscious. God knows how long he stayed unconscious there, but after that, he woke up. Where am I? We do not know, kid. Wait, who said that? You damn brat, it's me. Who else could say this shit? It's me, QB. Wait, how can you talk to me? I don't know. When you entered this place, our link was established. Do you know what this place is? No. But I don't sense something good here. Huh. The demon nine-tailed fox, the big bad fox, is scared of something. It's not time to joke around, brat. There is something that gives me the chills here. You should get out of here, or find a way out. As before they could say or do anything, one by one, a flame lit up. But there was nothing behind it to light the flame. It was levitating in the air. Now Naruto was a shivering mess, because he was afraid of the ghost. Ghosts! Oh my god, there are ghosts here. What I'm gonna do? No, Brad, they're not ghosts. I guess there's an indication. You should follow these lights and hope for the best. Are you out of your mind? Those flames are levitating in the air. There's nothing behind them or under them to lit them up. There isn't even a genjutsu that I can detect. Neither can I, kid. But what choice do we have? Just go. As Naruto got up on his feet and gulped. Okay, Naruto, you got this. You gotta be a Hokage, and maybe there might come a time when you have to face a ghost or something like that. Yeah, so be brave. As Naruto began to walk into the lights, as the light one by one guided him. But Naruto turned around to see the lights behind him vanished. It was pitch black behind him, so he dashed forward, afraid there might be some ghost there. As he arrived, it was a circle, and in the center of the circle was a stand on which a book was laid. Huh? A book. Be very careful, Ninken. That book. It's written danger all over it. It has this wild presence. I don't know what it is, but just be careful. Yeah, got it. Naruto said, trusting the demon fox words, because this is what all he could do now. And even the fox was scared and cautious. As Naruto with shaky steps went towards the book, his curiosity at the end of the day got the better of him as he picked it up. Then something happened. The stand disappeared as the book started to burn. Huh? Naruto, quite shocked by this, dropped the book, but the book didn't separate it from his hands. As he saw, all the wordings started to crawl onto his skin and was swallowed by his mouth and under his eyes. As he screamed, but there was nothing he could do, as he fell unconscious. As Naruto eyes opened to the face of Satsuki and Sakura, who were panting heavily. Naruto, are you alright? Where am I? You were laying here unconscious for the past 2 days. We have been searching for you. We even called some Anbus and Jonins. Thankfully, sensing that while Chakra, the Hokage-sama arrived alongside Anko Mitarashi, said none other than one of the senseis, who was none other than Maito Guy. Ah, Bushibra sensei. Yosh Naruto. I am glad that your youthfulness is back, but you have to get out of here. We have to deal with the unyouthful Sanin of ours. Wait, how long was I out? Naruto said, dashing with his team now, because he wanted to get away with the Sanin. As I said, 2 days, dope. Don't you get it? Where did you hit your head hard? I don't know. It was just this weird dream. It was not a dream. Kid, said a voice as Naruto's eyes widened as he paused. Wait, what do you mean it wasn't a dream? I don't know what happened, but there are some marks under your whole mindscape. You have to come here, because that is when we will get our answers. Okay. As after that, they arrived at the center tower, where Iruka led them inside. They passed the test, because they were facing against and holding on of their own against a Sanin, which was quite good and redeemable in their eyes and the eyes of Hokage and many of the Jonins. So they were given a pass to participate in the preliminaries, but there was still 1 day left, so they had enough time to rest. As Sasuke was worried, even though she showed cold demeanor, as Naruto then said, I'll go first. I need some rest. Yeah, though, just don't drag us down tomorrow. If you don't pass, we all fail. Remember? Yeah, I got this. Timmy. Naruto was acting weird in eyes of Sasuke and Sakura. What do you think got him so down, Sasuke-chan? Said Sakura, her fangirl. I don't know. But we must discuss with Kakashi-sensei. It can't be good if it got Naruto this down. Yeah, you're right. As both of them went towards Kakashi, as Naruto laid down on his bed at the night time to rest. He was thrashing and sweating heavily because he was having a nightmare of the same book. As he woke up with a gasp, Kid, I told you to come into your mindscape. Did you forgot? Yeah, I had enough on my plate, okay? I don't know what to deal with. I'm scared. You can't get any answers if you don't come here. Neither can I. If we get some answers, we might come to a conclusion and might find a way to free you from this curse that is placed here. Okay, I'm coming in. Naruto lied back down and went inside his seal by closing his eyes and focusing his mind. When he arrived there, he saw there were many scribbles written all over his mind. As he went to a center, to see in front of the seal at center, there was a statue. Statue replicated of him with 8 more hands behind his 2 hands, as he had a third eye open. As the eye was looking at him, as Naruto gasped, he was a shivering mess. As the statue started to get up and walk, as QB was looking at this, quite confused. As QB then leaked all of its killer intent. Who are you? Why have you taken over this brat's mind? What do you want? So many questions, said a heavy voice. From a demon who knows all. What do you mean? Seems that your memory has gone snail fox for living over thousands of years. I am the book of Anti-Chakra. No, it can't be. Gigi got rid of all of those books. Do you think it is so easy to erase me? Piece by piece, I was brought back together. resurrected again. You vile thing, I shall exterminate you. You are the most dangerous thing to ever exist. I don't know why Hamurajiji made you. He made me as a countermeasure if his brother's philosophy fails. And guess what happened? I have been seeing over and over again for the past centuries or so. His ideologies are put out of the window. His ninshu has been turned into ninjutsu by his own elder son, and it has been preached down to their lane and passed and spread throughout, even his other son's legacy, Asuras. So, my conclusion came and I was revived. And you'll be surprised when you find out that my creator didn't give away the original one. Me gave away the copies. But it took everything GD had to erase them. That is the thing. I became powerful over time on my own. But I needed a wielder, a user. And guess my luck when I find the child of prophecy. So, that is why I made my imprint even stronger by imprinting myself into his mind, making him the only anti-chakra user in this universe, a god in his own right. You didn't make him anything. You're going to corrupt him. You're going to control him into do your deeds and rule your judgment. So what if I am? They can rule theirs, why can't I judge them? I was created for this, after all, QB. Just like you were created from the Ten Tails to spread peace and love, not hatred, violence, and turning innocent children into orphans. Said the now anti-chakra looking at Naruto as Naruto's eyes wide. What do you mean? Don't you dare. Naruto, don't listen to his words. You wanna find out what happened to your parents? Because your Gigi never told you. How do you know about that? As I told you, little boy, I have been here long before this pathetic excuse of shit Fox was, or even those other demons existed. I am the countermeasure, the only thing that exists in this world to keep the Otsuzukis and those who wield chakra in check if they get out of line. Wait, what is going on here? I don't understand. You will in due time. As the anti-chakra put a finger on Naruto's forehead, as Naruto eyes widened, as bundles and bundles of knowledge was implanted into his mind, as a third eye opened on his forehead, as the statue started to laugh. My job here is done. As the third eye absorbed all the black energy of the anti-chakra, as Naruto fell unconscious there. Boy, kid, Naruto, wake up! Said the fox behind the seal. Damn it, Minato! Curse your seal, I can't even help him out. Good luck now, because of your foolishness, the whole world is now in danger. Shit. What can I do? What can I do? Think! As QB then knew what he had to do, he performed the 8 hand seals to get in contact with the other Bijus. As Kramakro closed his eyes and opened them to see that all of his siblings were in front in a circle, but the center was empty, and there was Naruto laying there. Why have you called us here? Kurama, said Yuki. It is urgent. It's about anti-chakra. What? What about it? Said Shikaku. Now's not the time to laugh, Shikaku. My Jinchuriki came into the contact of the original book, and the book possessed over him and took over his mind. He has already awakened the eye of the dead, the third eye of the necromancer. Shit. And now you're telling us this? Why? Said the dolphin horse. 5 Tails. Because I couldn't do anything. I mustered up enough chakra to tell you all that we are all in danger. Not only us, the whole world is. The chakra as a whole is in danger. But it is a good thing, isn't it? Shikaku said. Are you out of your mind, Shikaku? Didn't you hear what Kurama said? Said Gyuki. We are all in danger. We are also beings of chakra. So what? We have been used over and over and over again by these humans as nothing but chakra power batteries. It'll be easier to die than live a life of hell over and over again. It's a repetitive process. Once a Jinchuriki die, you die as well with it or get extracted from it, killing it. And then you get sealed into another one, and the cycle fucking starts over and over and over again. This is how we're supposed to live? We were supposed to be a bridge, a path between us and the humans to bring peace. Not their servants, not their properties. I'd rather die than be that. As there was a moment of silence, as Matatabe said, I kinda agree with Shikaku, but we must stop Anti-Chakra no matter what. Shikaku, you know that. I'm sorry, Kurama, but we have to kill your Jinchuriki. I know. As there was a laughter heard. Do you think, said a double demonic voice as Naruto rose up, that you can kill me? No. My eyes are opened. As Naruto awoken, his third eye was a slit with black slit with red iris. As Naruto started to levitate, behind him 8 hands opened as he held his hand together in a prayer-like stance. As everyone gasped, as Naruto started to float. As suddenly dark magic circles and octagons appeared behind each and every one of them. As each and every Biju was chained, as all over the elemental nations the Jinchurikis were dropped unconscious as they were brought into the mindscape. What is going on? Said Fu, as all of the Jinchurikis were confused as well, and then they saw all of their Bijus and partners chained. What is going on? Chome, that person, he's the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. You have to stop him. Yo, hey, what's bothering you fool? That fool is going down. B, stop! As B charged at Naruto. But before he could do anything, a shockwave of chakra slashed him in half, killing him. As in reality, B started to see blood from his mouth. As A was trying everything he could, but to no avail. As Uchito and everyone became enraged but couldn't do anything. If you all want to live a peaceful life, away from anger or danger, sit still, or your future will be like that unfortunate soul. As Naruto then stripped all of the beaches from the Jinchurikis, as lights levitated from the ground, as they all went towards the Ling Naruto, as he observed them, and got up good. Now it's time to punish them who have wronged you all. Don't worry, uncle. Don't worry, father. I will fulfill what you have made me for. I will keep them in check now. They will know the consequences of getting out of line. As for the Bijus, they were all chained like Kurama behind the seal. Damn it, what now? We are all sealed here. It's a good thing. As Matatabe got angry. Why, Shikaku? Why are you so happy that what our father worked so hard for is going to be destroyed? Don't you get it? Don't all you see? There's nothing left of him here. What he started, there is nothing left. These people destroyed his work. As Shikaku started to cry. Don't you think I feel bad? I saw what it feels like. What it looks like to be in contact with humans. I try to trust them. Heck, I even made one friend and they killed him, thinking that I was trying to possess him. They are afraid of us. Our father was wrong. Kurama and everyone was silent because they never saw Shikaku cry before. He was the most arrogant and the stubborn bastard in all of them, and yet he was broken now. I had enough. I gave up. I don't want to live anymore in this world. This world is full of hatred, anger, greed, corruption. This isn't what father wanted. He didn't want his ninju to be weaponized. He didn't ask for his chakra to be used this way. He wanted to bring people close, not to just go at each other's throat with his powers that were granted by him to them. So much for that. Heck, even his own sons of a brother went to war at his deathbed. Wasn't that enough of a sign? No, she was still too engrossed in his ideologies, but I saw that as a wake-up call, and I grew cautious. But I still followed it, and look where it got us now. We are nothing more than properties to them. We're not even regarded as beings. We're just monsters, mindless beasts. So I became one. I corrupted each and every Jinchuriki, and I will continue on to do so until I die, or I find a way to at least. As everyone was silent at this, and they didn't say anything, and just remained there silent. As Naruto then got into a meditative state and closed his eye and opened his third one, and started to search for all the graves of those who have fallen because of the corruption. He found many, and all of them started to rise from the ground as undead. He needed an army, and he will get what he wanted. Many of the Anbus, many shinobis, many people alike rose, as they had only one command: follow their master. As weapons out of nowhere started to materialize in their hands, as they started to cut down their own villagers like mad zombies, immortal army. As we go towards Uchiha, Naruto was controlling them from the Konoha bedroom. His soul wandered off to Uchiha. As he landed there, Naruto's eighth hand appeared as he made a huge chakra seal on the ground. Anti-Chakra. Chakra resurrection of the immortal army. Rise from the dead, Uzumakis. Avenge yourselves. As one by one, all of the Uzumakis rose who have fallen in battle, who were killed unjustly. They all rose. And in their hands, weapon materialized too. Go now. Avenge yourself. Tell them what happens if they get out of line. As Naruto's soul disappeared, it was already morning time, and news had started to spread that undead people were coming back and killing them. But it didn't happen in Konoha. Iwa was struck by undead Uzumakis, and half of it was already destroyed, and it was verge of destruction, as many of the shinobis were killed, ripped off. As Naruto was called by his teammates. Naruto, it's time for the match. Your name has been called. I see. Naruto walked towards the gate. As he entered into the podium, everyone was glaring at him. But those who knew him were frowning. He was stoic. Everyone was worried about his health as he saw Kiba standing in front of him. Easy win. So, but you took so long, Dove. Kiba, I'm not in mood. If you don't want to get hurt for our friendship's sake, then leave. Are you out of your mind? Of course we're friends, but you're nothing but a loser. And I'm going to win this and become Hokage. Fine, let's just begin. Begin, said the proctor, but before Kiba could move, Naruto moved his hand forward as red energy started to revolve around it as his fingertips grew black. As Naruto lifted Kiba up and slammed him to the rooftop and then on the ground as Kiba passed out unconscious, and everyone was shocked. What is that? As Hiruzen's eyes narrowed, and so did Kakashi's. As Naruto wasn't even showing any emotion. Winner of the match, Naruto Uzumaki. As there was a moment of silence, as before Naruto could go, he snapped the hand off his finger. And Kiba was healed as he got up, covered in blood. Wait, I don't feel any pains no more. As Akamaru yipped in agreement. Of course you won't. You're my friend, Kiba. And you should not be so arrogant. And not be so boastful of what you have. Be thankful for it, cherish it, and hone your skills. With these words, Naruto left. As everyone was quite shocked. Other than that, matches went as in canon, and there was a 1 month break given. Naruto was happy because in this 1 month he was going to find out about his parents. Anti-Chakra didn't told him who he was, he just showed them their graves. It was in a faraway place from outside of Konoha's outskirts. 2 unmarked graves were buried there. As Naruto was approached by Kakashi this time, as he was about to leave. Naruto, there's something I want to ask you. What is it, Kakashi? As Kakashi was taken aback, there was no sensei there or nothing. I want to ask you that if you're alright. What makes you think that I'm not? I am fine. It's just that you've been acting weird since the forest of death. Wouldn't be. I faced a Sanin. I'm just lucky that I'm alive, and don't you think that it's good that I grew out of my phase of childishness? Or did you want me to remain that way? To be honest, I liked you that way, but I'm happy that you're taking your shinobi career seriously as well, Naruto. You come to know that it's not a child's play. Yeah, it took me 13 years to realize that. So, is there anything else? No, Naruto. But I wanted to tell you that I couldn't train. Yeah, that is why I didn't call you Sensei as well, Naruto said as he left, as Kakashi's eyes were widened. As Kakashi told him to wait. Wait, Naruto. What? I can't train you, but there is someone who can. I don't need your help. Or his. Naruto said, I can train on my own, like I have been doing for the past 13 years. I can rely on myself only. Thank you for the thought, though. Naruto left, leaving Kakashi flabbergasted and shocked. Unknown to him, his two teammates and many friends were listening. What do you think is wrong with him? Said Sakura. He's acting way weird. Said none other than Kiba himself. He beat the shit out of me and then he healed me. How can he do that? He didn't have these skills. As Ino said, I want to know where he's going. As all of them started to follow Naruto, as much as they could be undetected. Naruto of course knew they were following him, but didn't bother with it, because they were nothing but his friends. And if they found out, there was nothing he could do about it. He was going to tell them eventually. At one point, Naruto arrived at two unmarked grave after traveling for almost half an hour. Good. As Naruto then made one hand seal, as everyone saw, 8 more hands appeared behind Naruto. What is going on? As Naruto then said, rise from the Shinigami stomach. Rise, those who were eaten by him. I demand the souls back of those who were taken by Shinigami. Give them back to me, and I will give you what you desire. The souls of those who are corrupted. You see, Naruto's undead army didn't only kill those who were corrupted, and to take their revenge, they also gathered souls if they restored them. Shinigami arrived in front of them as they were all sweating heavily, but Naruto wasn't. What is going on? Why is Naruto like that? What a drag. Can't you see that he has 8 arms? What is going on here? Troublesome blonde, what kind of trouble did you get yourself into? As they were all shaking with fear. Even Neji, who was there reluctantly dragged by his teammates, was now in fear. What kind of power was it? To be able to summon the Shinigami himself. As the Shinigami tried to attack Naruto, but Naruto made a hand forward as chains out of Anti-Chakra arrived. Black chains, and they held Shinigami. As Naruto made a blade out of black chakra. Wait, he's holding on to Shinigami. Thank God he didn't use that against me. And guess what, Neji? You're up against him. And good luck, because you beat the shit out of Hinata. And because of you, she's in hospital, and Naruto vowed that he will make you pay. As Neji was now shitting bullets from his ass. How could he not see this? So much for fate. Now he could see it. His fate was to get beaten to death, because a being known as Shinigami was being held by this dope, the last of the class. What can he do then? While Sakura and Satsuki were shocked, they were connecting dots now. It all occurred when that snake Sanin launched Naruto away from them, and when they found Naruto. Something must have happened in between that time. They must go and tell their sensei, but they couldn't leave. As they decided to leave, Naruto, or one of them, arrived. Where do you think you're all going? Don't you want to see what happens next? As they were all scared. But how? As half of them saw that Naruto was still there, opening Shinigami's stomach while one was here. How is this? I don't have time to explain this, but get this through your thick skulls, because I'm only going to say this once. I am the user of Anti-Chakra. I have become a being that is known as a god now, and I am here to keep you all in check. By you I mean the shinobis and konoichis of the whole elemental nations. Those who are greedy and want nothing more than power, hunger, and such on will be executed. Chakra will be stripped from them. They will be consumed by those who have they killed, but those who are innocent will live on. And those of the purest heart can only maintain chakra. That is my mission now. And yes, you are right, Sasuke, for thinking that something might have happened to me, because something did. I stumbled upon a book known as the Book of Anti-Chakra, and it's absorbed itself into my mind, and that is why I opened this. Nard said, showing his third eye, as they were now screaming for help, but they couldn't scream out of their mouth, because Nard shut their mouths off with the help of the chakra, or anti-chakra. But don't you think it will kill us? No. Why do you think I will kill humans? I will only take chakra away from those who are using it as a mean of weapon, nothing else. But it is supposed to be a weapon. As it fate, so much for your fate. You have nothing to say to me, Neji. Be grateful that I don't kill you where you stand. I'll give you a chance to fight fairly in the Chunin exams finales, so be prepared. As for all of you, you will not be able to say anything about what you saw here, no matter how hard you try. You as well, Yamanaka. Mark my words, if anybody find out about this, I will make you regret and make your living life hell. And you better know I keep my promises. As Naruto disappeared as they dashed out of there, afraid of what their teammate or comrade has become. What happened to the cheerful, happy blonde? They wanted to know. On the other side, the original Naruto was able to extract the soul of his parents, as he was holding them in two hands that were behind his back, with fists closed, as he gave Shinigami the bottle and bottles of souls that were consumed by his dead army, as the Shinigami took that as a payment and left. As Naruto revived the dead bodies of his father and mother and put the soul into them, but something different added anti-chakra, as they saw the reality and what was happening, and they knew there was only one way to bring peace into this world, the way of Hamura Otsutsuki, the way to keep in check of the Otsutsuki clan and the whole shinobi and konomichis of the elemental nation. As Minato rose, his eye awakened as well, but it was blue, and Kushina had a violet. Son, as both of them engulfed Naruto into a hug as Naruto cried, "It's finally good to meet you, both of you." As after that, they said, "We already know what to do, son. So, how are we going to do this? We're going to do this very slowly. We are still going to give them chances because Hamura Jiji, even though he created me, with the extension of keeping us in check, I mean the shinobis and our Suzuki clan, he was still kind, and he has put some kindness into me. And because of my previous personality, I'm still kind enough to give them chances over and over again. But if they abuse this, then they will pay." As after that, both of his parents were gone, absorbed into his seal to stay there before they were summoned, as they were just happy to be with their baby boy. As Naruto left, on the other side, Zetsu saw this as now he was sweating. Scratch that. He was scared shitless. He wanted to get away from that, but before he could leave, something grabbed him from behind, extracting him from the ground. As his eyes came into the contact with who it was one of Naruto's clone as he saw the original walking away. "Tell this to your leader. Step in my way, and you alongside all of those who you carry as your puppets will perish. And as for your mother, she can never escape. She is put there for a reason. She will remain there forever." "What makes you think that I will stop?" "Oh, I will, one way or another. You are her will, and I am anti-chakra. I can change wills." As Naruto changed Zetsu's will then and there, he wasn't the will of Kaguya anymore. Zetsu was now Naruto's will. Now go forth and stumble them. Guide them wrongfully as much as you can. Make them fight against each other. This should be interesting enough. And they will die out like that. And I don't have to dirty my hands. It will be done, master, said the black and white Zetsu as they disintegrated with their new commands and master. As Kaguya felt her connection cut off to the world, as she opened her eyes for the first time in many millennia to see a figure standing in front of her as she got scared. Who are you? Hmm. Hello, grandmother. I am creation of your son, Amira Otsutsuki, the Anti-Chakra. But how? Zetsu and my son took care of you, and even the Bijus did. Then how? Your son was a genius. He knew that his brother won't agree to his ideologies as well. And he saw the other side of the coin. Everything going wrong. And that is what happened. What could you expect from them? And that is why I came to creation, and he made many copies that were represented to them. The original, while kept being hidden forever until I find my host. And now I'm here to judge them as I was made to do. You have no right to judge me. Shut up. As the mouth of the said goddess closed, shut, she couldn't even move her lips or tongue inside. I am going to warn you once. Since you are my grandmother, you are to remain here, and to make sure of that, I'll do just this. As two fingers poked on Kaguya's forehead, as many black scribbles scrambled all over her body, as she felt pain as they hissed into her body. You are forever engraved to remain here. If you so much as set a foot outside, your body will explode. As Kaguya's eyes widened, as after that Naruto left, as Kaguya defeatedly closed her eyes. As Naruto didn't have to worry about Kaguya now. On the other side, Zetsu was guiding the Akatsuki mindlessly here and there, causing many rips between the whole organization. Everything went south, and they started to fight each other to the point where they were at each other's throat and were killed off. And when Zetsu and Tobi were distracted fighting, Nagato and Tobi were distracted fighting each other, Zetsu killed them both, stabbing them both through hearts. No one survived. Everyone died. And after that, Zetsu returned to his true master, Naruto. Good. You're right, my slave. Yes, master. What is your command? You are to spy on the elemental nations spread throughout, and give report back to me. You will be my eyes in my operation. It will be done, master. After that, Zetsu was gone, as Naruto's parent came outside. Master, no. You two are my parents. And I will be the one who will be bowing to you, not you. Never. As both of them smiled and hugged their son, even though he was doing a cruel thing, but he still had a kind heart, like a true king should, even though his methods were tyrannical. On the other side, in Konoha Council, the council meeting was held regarding Naruto Uzumaki and his behavior, and as one of the roots followed the Genins, but he couldn't see anything, but he only saw Genins running away from Naruto, quite scared. As regarding his matter was meeting held. So, let me get this straight, Hiruzen said. You're afraid that the demon is taking finally over of Naruto, and to make sure you have to call him here before the Chunin exams begin next week, correct? Yes. Fine. Kakashi, as Kakashi arrived. Go get your student Naruto Uzumaki, please. As Naruto arrived there, but he was wearing different clothes now. He was wearing a Uzumaki swirl crest on his chest and a black robe behind him, like a cloak. He was wearing a standard armor that medieval Jonins used to wear, and strapped on his hip was the katana of his mother. How do you have this, Naruto? Why shouldn't I? Isn't it my heritage? What heritage? Shut up and sit down. As the council member did that, everyone was quite amazed. But Inoichi narrowed his eyes. You controlled him. How? Don't try to get into my head, Yamanaka, or you will die, Naruto said. As everyone became aware, who are you? And what have you done to Naruto? It is me who I am, Gigi. Nothing has been done to me. I am nothing but myself. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the mage of Anti-Chakra, the one who was brought into this world to judge you all. You have nothing or no right to judge us. I have already ruled my judgment over the four villages. What makes you think you are any different just because you're my home? I will be fair in my judgment, and I will pass on it. Yashi was shocked. Anti-Chakra. How do you know that name? Hmm. Because your ancestor, the one from whose your clan originated into existence, was my creator, or the creator of the Anti-Chakra, who I absorbed into my body. How? Back in the forest of death, from the time when I vanished to when I was found. It is where I went. You mean you're the cause of all the destruction and havoc going on in the world? All those undead armies? As many gasped and shocked looked at Naruto. Yes, those were the ones who were abandoned, betrayed, used, and then thrown away by those greedy bastards just like you all. And I judged them, brought them back, and delivered justice by giving them what they wanted. Vengeance. As everyone's eyes widened. But how? Just like I said, anti-chakra. It is much more what chakra is. What chakra can be at the same power, but you don't hold a candle to it. Not even you, GD. No one can. Aside from the sage of the sixth path, and he was even having a hard time destroying the copies of it. As Hiyashi was now heaving heavy breaths, Hiyashi calmed down, said none other than Zunmi, who was sitting next to her. It can't be. It was supposed to be destroyed. How? How can you have it? You have to be lying. As Naruto wrote down something in the air, the title. Hiyashi was now screaming as he jumped out of the chair, as he was now on the ground, screaming and starting to running away. No, get away from me! No! No, it cannot be real! No! Hiyashi was almost at the door when Naruto closed the door shut, and there was many seals appearing on it. All scribbles. Nothing could be made out of it. Even Jiraiya tried to decipher it but couldn't. As Naruto said, "Don't you dare, Jiraiya of the Sanin. You can't decipher it, or your eyes will burn out." As Jiraiya's eyes widened. Wait, then how do you know your heritage? You said your name was Namikaze and Uzumaki. How is that possible? We would like to ask the same question, said everyone else. What makes you think that you're the Namikaze? You're nothing more than a demon. Oh, is that right now? Why don't I tell you something funny? And you hear it from those who you said that aren't my parents, as everyone's eyes widened as Kushina and Minato arrived there. But they were also wearing what was similar to Naruto, as they had a third eye on their forehead, as everyone guessed. You're controlling them. No, Sensei, he isn't. We are who we are. We were brought back to life by him. He stripped our souls free from Shinigami's stomach and resurrected our bodies. He also gave us some of the anti-chakra. He's corrupting you as anti-chakra has corrupted him, said Jiraiya, yelling at them. No, he hasn't corrupted us. As he said, there is a way to bring peace, and for that, those who are greedy and corrupted must be removed. That is the only way to keep you all in check. An example must be made out of the elemental nations to keep the newer generations in line. As almost then, Danzo called Root! As of all of the Root Anbus, thousands upon thousands shinobis arrived. As Naruto then said, I knew this would happen. As he made a circle, circulating his finger in the air. It was a small one. As Naruto bursted it outwards. It was a black energy. As it went and cut at each and every one of the shinobi's neck. As everyone gasped, 1,200 shinobis lay dead with a single wink of a finger. They were now downright terrified. Even Danzo was terrified. Such such power. It shouldn't be allowed to exist. I know, it shouldn't. And that is why it exists, to keep you all in check. And you will be judged. As Naruto put a hand on the ground. Rise from the ground, soul of those who were damned. Soul consumed by the greed of this accursed council. Lay your judgment. I give you the right to grant vengeance upon them. Bring your vengeance and brought justice on them. And suddenly, doors flung open as souls covered in darkness fly through the council rooms as there was screaming everywhere as souls of many, many fallen shinobis and comrades gathered there as they were now tearing apart the skins of many civilian council members and the elders. But the shinobi council members were unharmed, and so was the Hokage. What is going on? These are the souls who were destroyed by these arrogant fools, and they have come to take their vengeance. Justice has been delivered. Mark my words, Konoha, and rest of the elemental nations. This is only the beginning. Set your path straight, as the sage of the six path wanted, to spread love and peace through his powers, known as Ninshu, not ninjutsu, or there will be dire consequences, as Naruto vanished in black flames, leaving everyone confused and terrified. After that, it was found that Akatsuki, Orochimaru, and even all of those S-rank missing nins were killed off. Nothing was left alive, except for innocent civilians and people. All those who were considered trash or below, rapists, murderers, all were gone now. And only one name remained everywhere: Naruto, the demon. Naruto, the dark chakra user, anti-chakra user, anti-chakra mage, anti-chakra god, the devil. Many, many stories started to circulate there for many years to come. Everyone was afraid of him. Nobody wanted to ever meet him. Where did he go? Where else except for his kingdom? That was Uchiha, where his undead army lived with their own free will now granted to them, as he rested with his queens, as they were sitting next to their throne, as his father and mother were sitting on their thrones, beside him, on his back, a little upper level. And his wives were none other than Hinata Hyuga and Sasuke Uchiha. As Naruto smiled, looking at them, as he was the new ruler of the world. And even Sage couldn't do anything about it because he knew his brother's Hamura was right in this matter as well, and he was wrong. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.